So my husband and I were gone for like 2 days for some activities that we had in the city for church. And so I made sure that before I left, girl, look at my hair, it's all over the place, y'all. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that right there. So I made sure that before we left, I made sure to go ahead and give my seedlings a good watering because it was time for them to water. I've been trying to water them maybe every 2 days. I don't know if that's right. That's just what I've been doing. So I'll water from the bottom so that the water can be soaked up in their trays. That's what I did before we left on Friday. So we came back today. It's now Sunday. And I was like, I gotta go check on my stuff. I checked on Donatella first. She's doing all right. She hiding in her box. So she over there, y'all. She in her box over there. She don't want to come out. So I think she mad we've been gone. But anyway, so I opened up the greenhouse just to kind of see what was happening. And y'all, my stuff was kind of dry on the top, but the bottom was still had some water in it. So I was like, okay, that's good. But some of the ones, they had not dried all the way through, so I'm thankful for that. So I did go ahead and give them another watering because today would have been the day for them to get some water anyway. But y'all, when I went in there and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to show y'all. I got to show you. So let's come on in. Look, I got this little greenhouse from Target. Yeah, my husband and I ordered this maybe about two years ago, so it's been holding up. It's doing all right. We have one hole on that side, you know, because they tied it too tight, but that's all right. But it's been holding up. So I got this from Target. It's 15 feet by like 6 feet across, and it's only like 7 feet high, so it's not very tall on the inside, but it was tall enough for us to have our trees covered when we had frost. But let me show y'all. So I'm gonna start over here first. So I was like, okay, look at my peas, y'all. My peas, y'all. It's been like a week and I've been waiting for something to pop out, sprout out. Now, the sugar snap, just about, not all of them have popped through yet, but I got a good amount of them that have popped through. They making it. And then the wandu peas, you know, all of this whole section is wandu. I did. So this is a 12 section row. So I did 24 of the sugar snap. I did 24 of the wandu. I did 12 of the Tom Thumb peas. And I did 12 of the Lincoln peas. So like the wandus, they're coming up. Slowly but surely they coming up. And then the Tom Thumb, like I don't see nothing for the Tom Thumb. And then for the Lincoln, we have a couple coming up. Look, that's a Lincoln. That one's trying to break through right there. And then we have this one coming up right here. And so that's, you know, I'm okay with that right now because I know the others gonna come through eventually. Now, my tomatoes back here, y'all, they're not doing nothing. And they might take a little longer, I don't know. But this tray didn't really need any water, so I double checked to make sure I didn't have too much water in it. And it didn't have too much water, so I don't know what's going on with that. But if y'all have some pointers for my tomatoes back here, let me know. So this whole row is beefsteak tomato, and this whole row is going to be Black Beauty. So then we come over here to where I have all the rest of the tomatoes. So I have like Thessalonica, Get Stuffed, I have Black Cherry, Red Tom, and then I have the, I don't know what this is, oh, Brad's Atomic. But they're not doing nothing either. I don't see nothing coming up yet for those. But look at my lettuce. My lettuce, nothing over here is popping. But these Simpson ones, this is the black seeded Simpson. So I have one here, I have one here, and then I have one coming up here. It must have ran down somewhere, I don't know. But the rest of them haven't popped up through yet. The butter crunch, they're starting to come up. So I did 24 butter crunch because I love butter crunch. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 popping up. I don't like when they run off to the end here, so I don't know. I think when we watered them, some of the seeds must have fallen over to the sides because I tried not to plant around the edges. But you know, that's what's happening. Over here, no arugula yet, and I have no auric red coming up yet. But look at this rocket top, y'all. That rocket top was like, boo, I'm gonna take care of you. Now, as you can see, they have a lot of the rocky top because their seeds are so tiny that you just gotta like sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. So they're coming up. And then over here I have bell peppers. They haven't done much of anything yet, so I'm just waiting to see what they're gonna do. Hopefully they will do something soon. Now let me come over here. Carrot, nothing yet with the carrots. Nothing quite yet with the collards. I got some things coming up. Now this whole tray right here is a tray of collards. That's 40 plants, y'all. 40 plants of collards. I need to turn this because this one I get enough sun. But we do have like 1 or 2 popping up. So like there's one here, and then there's one there, and then there's one over here. And if this whole tray doesn't pop up, that's fine. If half of them come up, that'll be fine as well. And so down here I have my melon tray. I did 40 melons. I did 20 of the tiger melons, and I did 20 of the Rich Simpson melons. And look, they are coming up. This Rich Simpson, just about, not all of them, but just about all of them are coming up. That's one. I did 20 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these have already started to sprout. And then for the tiger melons, I see one baby bud right there trying to pop on out, but I don't see that the rest of them are doing anything. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna give them some time, and before you know it, we're gonna have something sprouting. And then over here, this is where we have all of our cucumbers. So we did 40 cucumbers, 40 cucumber plants. We did, what is this, 15? We did 15 of the market cucumber. We did 15 of the pickling cucumbers because I do want to do some pickles. And then we did 2 rows, which is 10 of the Ashley cucumbers. And look, the pickling cucumbers, look, y'all, they're coming up. They are coming up. And so are the marketplace ones. Now, I think the reason that the Ashley one has not started to sprout yet is because the tray, the thing that I have it sitting on is kind of a little slanted. So I think when I put the water in, more of the water ran to the back. So these were like completely like wet. And so I had to pour a little of that water out. But the rest of them have been coming up. These pickling ones, I mean, just about all of them have sprouted. Look, there's one coming out right here. If you guys can see where my finger is pointing, I don't want to move it, but right there is getting ready to come out. And then there's, look, one here, one there, one here, one there, one there, one there, as you can see, here and there and there and there. So the pickling ones are coming out good. And then the marketplace, I have that one and 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 that one. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. And then down here we have what is this? Oh, these are our strawberries. They haven't done nothing, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my strawberries, but that's all right. That is okay. I think I might have them in too much water because they a little wet. I think I just put water in here though, so I'm gonna pour some of that water off because maybe that's may have been the problem with them, because you know strawberries like well drained soil as well. So, but then I'm gonna roll this out and let it get a little bit more sun, and hopefully these things will start to come up. I am so excited. If you haven't started gardening yet, now is the time. Our last frost date is scheduled for April 11th. So I got a good start on some things. You know, some things I'm a little late, but that's all right. That's okay, because I'm going to make it anyway. Hello? So if you haven't started, now is the time to start. For those who don't know, I do live in zone 8B. And so we have, you know, our 2 growing seasons, pretty long growing season at that. So I'm trying to make sure I get everything ready. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Tomorrow, we're going to have the guy come and he's going to do the disking for our soil. So y'all wait for that video to get loaded. But I am so excited. If you're not excited, you need to get excited and stay tuned. I know we've been gone for a long time, but y'all, we are back. It has taken us a long time to get stuff on the homestead ready, y'all, and we still not at the point where we desire to be, but we are happy with where we are and how things have been coming along. And especially with us Also doing ministry work. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been busy, but God has been blessing. So until next time, I can't wait to see you guys, and I can't wait to see what else will transpire with the rest of our seedlings. So stay tuned, and until next time, remember to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul.